Hello everyone! Welcome back to the Tianshi Club. How are y'all doing today? Today's monkey's got a nice yuzu tea. Hello, Hemoglobin. Welcome. Good to see you. How you doing today? So today, Monkey felt like playing some more EXAPUNKS. I don't know why. I just kind of felt that. That kind of day. How's your day treating you? Pretty good. I almost thought I ran out of yuzu tea, but I did not, because I had a second jar. So, those little unexpected good things make Monkey happy. Hello, Remus! Welcome! Good to see you! How you doing? Alright. Let's see. Maybe I can get EXAPUNKS up on screen so that we can see if we get some actual stuff done today, unlike last time. No big deal either way though. Monkey's happy either way. Let's see. Oh. MLPD number 3. Worn out? How about you? Oh, sorry to hear that, but I hope you get some rest. Monkey's also had kind of a busy week, kind of a tiring week, but we're coming up on the end of it, so about it. You can do it. Oh man, Monkey still has a bunch of stuff to get done before the end of the week, but that's alright. We're not worrying about that right now. Right now, it's tea club time. It's tea time. Hi, Kirsten. How's the day? Hi, Hiki. Welcome. Good to see you. Pretty good. How are you doing? Oh, someone asked already. No problem. Alright, where was I? Oh yes, I was gonna try to put this thing on the screen. Let's see if that works. Right? I'll get some coffee soon. Oh, nice. Coffee. Monkey was just reading a book about coffee. There's a book that released called Legends and Lattes. It's very cute. It's about an ex-warrior orc who decides that she's done fighting and she just wants to open a cafe. It's pretty fun. And so it's mostly about her opening the cafe and various things that happen in the meantime. It's nice. I liked it. Alright. Let's see about... Where is here we go. Yada! Here we are. And I have the manual open in another window. You can't see right now, but I'll pop it on screen if it becomes relevant. Alright. Let's see where we were at. Sounds like something I'd do. Go from a general to just a father. That's nice. That's really nice. Just is a is a interesting term there. I'd say being a father is a pretty important role. Excuse monkey munching a bit. The yuzu tea has how you say, candied peel in it. Delicious. Alright. Looks like we finished all of these, so I suppose we've got a meeting with Isadora. Our neighbor. Alright, give it a try.
Hello?
Oh yeah, I forgot it's voiced. And the voicing is so good too.
Are you in there?
This voice. It's Isadora. Isadora? I don't know how you pronounce this name. I remember the name, but not much else. Isn't this someone I've known for a long time?
Hey, I brought you some snacks.
Well, snacks. Snacks is good. Monkey always likes snacks. I like this person already. Clearly a good person.
It's well, it's peanut blast, but without the peanuts.
Oh yeah, we did that, didn't we? My mom constantly says stuff like, you already cook this and that, you act like a father, you could marry a girl already. And I'm thinking all like, nah, there's still more steps. Well, you do what feels right for you, Ehiki. But I'm sure you would make a wonderful father. Whenever the time feels right for you. No. I'm late. Hello, Shatter. Hey, Mix Monkey, what's up? Oh, what's up, Shatter? Not much on Monkey's end. I'm having a nice yuzu tea. It's very good. I can't help it. There's little bits in it that I have to munch on. Candied yuzu peel. So I apologize for a little extra munching today. My monkey's doing pretty well. It's been a busy week, I was saying, but there's always little small surprises. Like today, I was really feeling like the yuzu tea, but then I thought I had run out. But it turned out that I had another jar. Monkey thinking ahead. So I was very happy. I still need to mature more, learn from my mistakes, but not allow my mistakes to write who I am. Not acting paranoid and hating self. That's really nice, Ehiki. That's really wise of you. I would say you're probably more mature than you think already, but in a way, it's admirable that you want to make sure that you feel as ready as possible before you take on such an important, how you say, part of life? Another jar hype. Yeah, exactly. Alright.
I guess there was some screw up at the factory, so now we have a bunch of these that we can't sell.
Who did that? Not us. Come to think of it, her uniform here, that's the Last Stop logo. If you remember last time, we may or may not have hacked the factory so that we removed the peanuts from the peanut blast recipe. So is that the bar or the hacking game? I'm not sure. This is the hacking game. You'll see soon enough when we're mired in code. Who could do such a thing to those blast bars? Who indeed? Who would do that? That's so evil. How could you remove the peanuts from a recipe? It's true, it's true. I'm sorry, Ehiki. I know this may not be forgivable.
Seemed like a waste to throw away.
Yeah, no need to throw them away. Someone allergic to peanuts? Oh, it's like the type of supervillain who's just like, I just want to eat snacks, okay? I just want snacks. But I'm allergic to peanuts. I could see that. Isatora hands me a few of the non-peanut contained peanut blast candy bars.
I hope you're doing okay. We should hang out again sometime.
Oh, the voice acting is so good. I feel so bad. She sounds so nice, so concerned for us. Clearly we're not doing okay. We can hardly remember her. Hacking the government? Hacking to get information or money? Nah, we'll hack to remove what gave us allergy from the recipe. Yeah. Exactly. Wonder if that would be considered black hat or gray hat hacking.
I don't have a lot of free time anymore, though.
Oh, she sounds tired too.
Working at Last Stop's really taken over my life. Speaking of which, I should get back. Take care, okay?
Thank you, Isadora. She's nice. Oh, yes, that's strange. I was just at the print shop. My balance there is gone. Who did that? Selenium Wolf. Awesome. Yes. Don't suppose any of you had something to do with that. Yast glances around the room. 10-10. Wasn't me. Deadlock. If it was me, would I say it was? Selenium Wolf. Haha. Yes. Well, whoever it was, thanks. You're welcome. Alright. SFCTA highway sign number 4902. Remote access interface. Change the message on an electronic highway sign. Sounds good. Big disclaimer. Monkey has still, so far, all of these puzzles are puzzles I've done already once. At some point. So, if I go through them quickly, that might be why. But I remember this one. This one's pretty fun. Let's connect. Would you change your behavior in response to stimuli? Of course you would. Let me refine. That's what I was thinking. Of course, Amber. That's how it works. Would slogans printed on signs and posters in your environment affect your outlook on the world? Probably. Unconsciously, perhaps. Though, I wonder how. It depends. Maybe. What kind of slogans? I doubt it. Maybe. Okay. I want to test something. Oh, Ember. RT lane closed ahead. Right lane closed ahead, I guess? Busy cam feed. Alright. Write Ember 2's message, file 300, to the highway sign. The file contains one character value for each position on the sign from left to right, top to bottom. For more information, see Hardware Hacks, Electronic Highway Signs, in the first issue of the sign. Zing? Zing? SFCTA. Alright. Waiting for row. Things influence children mostly, but I have my doubts for adults. Like a child sees something in a TV show and tries to copy. Yeah, I think the influence on children is a lot more apparent and more strong because children are in a phase of their development where everything is new information and they're rapidly learning through observational learning, right? And so they gotta try everything and pick up everything. But in some ways, it's been shown that even as adults, subconsciously, the things in our environment will affect us. Not necessarily in the way that we expect, but in some ways will affect us. For example, there was an experiment, I believe, where they asked a bunch of subjects to design, say, I don't remember the details, but they were asked to design, let's say, a logo for a shoe company. Logo for a shoe company. And then, now I only heard this secondhand, so I don't actually know the actual study. So take this with a grain of salt, whether this is a real study or a, you know, urban legend. But even as an urban legend, the fact that it's believable might say something about us, I'm not sure. But they were asked to design, say, a shoe brand logo. And what they did was, the experimenters set it up so that before they came to ask for the shoe brand logo, they just so happened to put a lot of imagery in their environment of, I don't know, say like a dragon, a baby dragon in a big shoe. I don't know, this is the thing that's in Monkey's head. Just put that sort of imagery around, but not where they would consciously notice it. And inevitably, a lot of them ended up drawing a baby dragon in a big shoe. That sort of thing. Or now that one I don't know if that's reputable or not, but it's a cute story. But there's also studies, more reputable studies, about how exposure breeds liking, I suppose, even if it's unconscious and background exposure. That's one reason why a lot of ads these days are more about the impression. The more you see something, the more positively you'll feel towards it. And when, of course, when advertisers found this out, they rapidly put it into practice in ads. Because even if you hate an ad, but you see it all the time, gradually, subconsciously, you'll come to feel familiar with the thing and come to like it. It might be a survival thing, right? Like coming to feel comfortable with your surroundings or the people around you, that sort of thing. Things that you're used to are always more comforting, right? So there's that kind of effect. People always talk about subliminal messaging, but as far as Monkey understands, there's no conclusive evidence that subliminal messaging has any long-term effects or any really strong effects. But it can have temporary minor effects, say by making you feel a little bit thirsty, something like that. And similarly, people are very social, right? So the more you hear something in your environment, the more likely you are to say it back again. And the more you say something, actually, the more you actually come to believe it. That's why a really weird way to trick your brain is to say something out loud. Just by saying it out loud, it solidifies it. This is used also in debate settings. You gotta be really careful about what you get someone else to say out loud and what you don't. Because once they say it out loud, they're committed to it, whether they realize it or not. Still not sure I trust Ember. Ember is quite a mysterious character. What their motivations are a little unclear. Saying that by personal experience, I was one little prankster daredevil. Really? Reminded me of these social tests they do to children. Like, if you don't eat it right now, you will get another later. Lol. That's the marshmallow experiment, right? I might have talked about it before. It was an experiment on child development to see at what point children start being able to think about the future, I guess, and delay current gratification for later gratification. I'll be honest, that kind of happened to me, but only once. Oh, there's this one meme about a terrible TV show or his movie, and it would annoy me so much, but it was so annoying it became funny to me. Aha! That makes sense. Monkey always thought that humor was developed partially as a defense mechanism, because a lot of things that people laugh about, if you think about it, it's not really that funny. But being able to laugh about it makes it good, you know? Well, yeah, I still have a bit of that in me. I joke a lot, but the harsh way people deal with me plus the bad things in life made me more introvert with time. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Mihiki, but I hope you start to feel like you don't have to hide who you are. You don't have to be an introvert if you feel like letting yourself out. But if you feel like being an introvert, if that's where you're comfortable now, I think that's perfectly fine too. That's nice too. People can change over time. As long as it's what you want. Not because of necessarily the specter of bad things, but just because you want. Hola, hola. No, amiga. Saludos, buenos dias. I hope you are well, mi amiga. Hello, white bears. Welcome. Mikey's. Welcome. Thank you. Well, I became more open with friends, but sometimes I do go a little far, lol. I see. It's all about that balance, right? Monkey's still trying to figure that out for myself. I think everyone has their own balance, and with every person, every situation, you're gonna have to adjust that balance, right? But I guess that's part of the fun of it. Alright, let me see if I can find this article. Mikey. Mikey. Oh, here we are. Hardware hacks, hideaway signs. Let me put this on the screen. Ta-dang! Hardware hacks. Let's see. What are our hardware hacks? Highway signs. I know I'm not the only one with fond memories of pranking electronic highway signs. Let's make it bigger so you can kind of see it if you want to. The locks on the keypads were so easy to pick, and a lot of times they weren't even locked at all. So it used to be really easy to change their messages from your usual humdrum construction ahead or left lane closed to more fun things like no speed limit or hail Satan. You know, I hear this is actually true that in a lot of places there's surprisingly little security on highway signs. Mostly because, I mean, they were created at a time where why would you think about people doing this? But some silly people. I don't necessarily recommend this kind of thing because it can be dangerous. Especially if you're changing signs that are important for people to read the message. But it is kind of cute. It's kind of cute as long as it doesn't hurt anyone, right? That's a little gray hat. Alas, for a long time, people thought it wouldn't be possible anymore, thanks to local transportation agencies who got wise to our wholesome activity and have been replacing their old highway signs with an expensive new network-based version that's only programmable from central headquarters. If the only way to change the sign is remotely, surely the kids couldn't tamper with them anymore. Right? Oh dear, typical hacker thinking, oh, it's on a network now. Oh, I see. Uh-oh. I never understood why people like Lucifer, he had the perfect life and rebelled. To me, he's like a spoiled rich kid rather than a symbol of rebellion. I will have character represent that better. I don't know too much about it. I find the mythology really interesting, so I know a little bit about the like surrounding mythology about it and all of the media that's cropped up around it. But I don't know a lot about the actual origin. I haven't read the original papers or anything. But I do find him an interesting character in that way, and I kind of agree with you. There's a lot of portrayals that kind of portray it that way too. It actually kind of reminds me of something I was reading about recently, just for fun, I guess. You might have heard of Maslow's hierarchy of needs. It's not actually super scientific, the Maslow's hierarchy of needs, because it was more of an essay exploring this idea rather than something that's ever been empirically proved. But it's a really interesting framework to look at psychological and physiological, really to look at the needs of a conscious being from. And one of the things that he talks about, I was skimming over the original paper because I had realized that I had learned so much about Maslow's hierarchy of needs, but I've never actually read the original paper, which is available online, by the way, and it's not too bad of a read. It's very interesting. But Monkey didn't have a lot of time, so I was just skimming it. But one of the things he talks about is how, after satisfying certain levels of needs, those needs can start to seem trivial, and the next level of needs starts to become more important. That's the idea behind the hierarchy. And even Maslow doesn't think it's a strict hierarchy per se, but modern day thought also is moving more towards it's not a very strict hierarchy at all, but there is still some amount of ordering to it, right? So the idea is, for example, physiological needs come first. You're not gonna care much about anything else if you're hungry, if you're like really hungry, and then next level up from that, I believe, is safety. So that includes things like feeling like you're in a safe environment. And then up from that is a level he called love needs, which is basically your close social environment, your family, your close friends, affection, intimacy, that sort of thing. Followed by esteem. And then the last one that he named, he called it self-actualization, so people really like that kind of wording. What it means is sort of this idea of fulfillment of potential. And again, while these are delineated as a hierarchy, it's a bit more reasonable, Monkey thinks, to think of them as just a framework of general categories of needs that a conscious being might have, that they might want to fulfill in a loose order, right? Like the ones mentioned first are the most pressing, right? And so, for example, even if you don't have friends, if you don't have close family, that sort of thing, you might not care as long as you have you might not care if you really need food. If you don't have food, or say you don't feel safe, you might not care too much about the friends thing. Then again, depending on the person you are, the friends thing might be more important to you. Well, it's kind of hard to say, but in general, there's this progression, and even this progression can be turned on its head if you've become used to always having food, always feeling safe in your environment, always having a good social network. Then the next level, say, esteem, which again can be shifted around, but maybe esteem, that's your self-image and also your social reputation, might become the thing that's most important to you. And it might become so important to you that in order to gain higher esteem, you're willing to forego some amount of the other needs, even the really basic physiological needs, like not sleeping enough or not eating enough because you want to work harder because that makes you feel important and it makes you feel like other people see you as important. And you might start to neglect some of those needs until it gets too out of hand and then they become important again. That's kind of a form of burnout in a way. So it's kind of fluid. But I was thinking about since you brought up the Lucifer characterization, I suppose, in terms of this sort of framework, if we look at it that way, you might say that Lucifer was very spoiled because he always had the majority of his needs fulfilled. The only one that he felt wasn't fulfilled was this idea of self-actualization, this idea of fulfillment of your own potential. It's like the desire to create if you're a creative person. To push your own boundaries and to feel like you're really achieving what you can achieve. Maybe the sense of moving forward. It's a little hard to define. But in some ways it is a conscious need that people have. And for some people, they value it the highest. That's the most important thing to them. And for some people, not as much. So some people value it so highly that even when they're half starving and they don't have a safe environment and they don't have a friendship network, they still have this drive to create. That's something that's really important to them, you know? And that's kind of a reversal again of the hierarchy. But the reason that it's at the end of the hierarchy is that the idea is that for the majority of people, that's the final need that people get stuck on when they've got everything else. This need to feel like you're doing something, you know? You're doing something that's right for you personally. It's a true need that needs to be fulfilled for people. And so because I was reading about that and thinking about that recently, it made sense to me that this criticism you had, it makes sense in this context, in that he's kind of like that, I think. He had everything else, and so this need for self-actualization, this need for fulfillment of potential, became so important to him that in some ways it ended up superseding everything else, for better or for worse. And in some ways I would say that's very understandable, right? It's very easy to look at people whose needs are slightly different from yours in the moment and say, "Oh, I don't see why they feel like they need that." But in the end, it is still something that they need, right? Like, if you're not at a time in your life where you particularly value, say, romantic relationships, but you know someone for whom that's the most important thing in their life, and they're obsessed with it, and they're always trying to find a romantic partner, and they feel like their life is incomplete without one. It's easy to look at them and say, "I don't understand why you're so obsessed with this. Maybe you should just calm down." And in some ways, when something becomes obsessive in your life, that is one important thing to remember, is that sometimes we don't have to be too over obsessive about things, and it'll work out little by little, even though it's hard. But on the other hand, I suppose their needs are just as valid as anyone else's, right? If that's what they really need, is that any different from the artist who just really needs a creative outlet? And if they don't have it, they'll become depressed, you know? And so, in some ways, it is a very spoiled perspective because, I mean, the Lucifer one, because he really didn't have anything else that he wanted, right? And he wasn't able to acknowledge that because he didn't realize what it's like to want other things. And that's the crux of being spoiled, I think. It's not even realizing how good you've got it. But how are you supposed to realize how good you've got it, really? There's no way for anyone to really know how good they've got it. So yeah, I think I agree with you, but I think I'm also a little bit... how you say? I kind of understand, I think, where it comes from. If it's on a network, wouldn't that make it easier, lol? Wouldn't it, though? I enjoy to know the stories. but even if I go to church myself, I can't get to read the Bible for long. Well, makes sense, makes sense. Monkey thought about it once, but the original text is not in a language that Monkey knows, and Monkey doesn't know of any translations that are considered very easy and fun to read. I did read a translation of just the first chapter once. That one was pretty fun, actually. It reads a lot like your stereotypical folktale. No, hello. Oh no, the puzzles are back. The puzzles are back. Hello, that's good. Welcome. And you're not going to care much about hunger if you're suffocating. Yes, exactly, hemoglobin. You got the idea. Breath is our #1 need, but it's so easy to take for granted, right? You don't even think about it. You intentionally don't even think about it. You're built not to think about it. But the moment it goes away, you realize how important it is. It's one of the reasons why a lot of meditation practice, a lot of basic meditation practice, focuses on the breath. Because it's such a beautiful representation of life and all of the things that we take for granted. And also just being in the moment. It's something that really keeps you in the current moment. That's the idea, at least. Well, I do personally want to feel useful. I was unemployed for a while, and even if I were to marry a billionaire woman, I would still work. Well, yeah. See, that makes sense. Because people like to feel useful, right? It's a nice thing. Maybe it comes from being social creatures, right? We all want to contribute somehow. Alright. Back to the reading. As monkey munches, I suppose. Ah, yes. Remote signs. And as Island Mikey here says, kids, you know how this story goes. These new remote highway signs are a little trickier to access, but still simple to change to whatever you want. All you need is the information here and the right phone number, and you too can bring a smile to a corporate wage slave who's stuck in traffic yet again. I don't think I'd work, but I would find something worthwhile to do. That's a good way of putting it, Remus, actually. It's interesting. It really depends upon how you personally define the term work, right? What is work to you? And it has a different nuance. Excuse me. It has a different nuance to different people, right? For some people, to work is just to exert energy into accomplishing something, and that is work, right? For other people, work is defined as a thing that you do for money. For the purpose of gaining money, not just something that nets you money, because you can have a hobby that nets you money, but something that specifically is done for the purpose of money. And some people might define work as something that you do not because you want to, but because you have to. And that's the most stressful definition of work in Monkey's opinion. Because it implies that it has to be something that you don't necessarily enjoy. So it really does depend how you define work. But I see what you mean in this particular case. I think I understand in some ways a little bit how you define work. And it reminds me of how actually a large proportion of people who retire, especially those who are satisfied with their retirement, because a lot of people go through a minor situational depression when they retire because they don't know what to do anymore, and then their life becomes a little listless for a while, right? But people who are satisfied after retirement, either after getting over that listlessness or right away, a lot of them start to say things like, oh, I'm busier now than I've ever been. But they don't mean that in a bad way. They mean they suddenly have all this opportunity that they see to pursue the things that they personally want to pursue without worrying about whether or not they're gonna be able to survive if they do it. Because they've retired. They've retired and they have enough safety and foundation to feel like they can do whatever they want. This is starting to sound like Maslow's hierarchy again. That sense of security, that sense of safety is in place, and so they can focus on their other needs. And so they find that they fill their time and there's always so much more that they want to be doing. And when you really love something, Monkey does this sometimes too much of an extreme. When you really love something, it's easy to get caught up in it and throw yourself into it, realize there's always so much more you can do with it, and almost go a little overboard, spending too much energy and forgetting to rest. Remember to rest, even if you're doing what you love. And I think for Monkey, that's also my ideal version, not just of retirement, but of life. I think if everyone could live that way, that would be the best. And even if there's still going to be things in your life that you have to do, you don't really want to, but you have to, so you do it anyway. Like going to the dentist. Or going to work. I think finding that place inside yourself in a way, that place inside yourself connecting with the world, where the world is the way the world is as much the way you want it to be, your life is as much the way you want it to be as you can make it. I think that's Monkey's goal, you know? I can't say I've necessarily achieved it myself yet, but that's what I'm aiming for. So I wonder, Remus, what do you think you would do if you didn't have to work? What would you fill your days with? I consider work to be mostly for a financial gain. That makes sense, Monkey thinks about that sometimes, because as you know, Monkey likes to do art and other stuff. I mean, I like to stream even. I'm here right now. But I don't necessarily want to make that about money. Because if I focus too much on money, then I'm gonna optimize for money. Not for doing it because I enjoy it, right? Because those two things don't necessarily align. If they do align, which they do for some people, then that's incredible, right? If you really enjoy the process of optimizing something into a business venture that makes profit, that's great. But that's not Monkey's passion. And so turning something Monkey enjoys into something that is intended to bring in money kind of saps the joy from it sometimes. Of course, I mean, it's always nice to get money. I'm not gonna say I would refuse the money, but it's the frame of mind, right? I mean, it's something to do for a living in a way, but as well, a way to achieve what bring me joy and pleasure. That's nice. If I want a computer, a wedding ring, a house, it won't fall from a tree. That's true. That's actually something that can be kind of nice if you can frame your life, your thoughts that way. The idea that, for Monkey at least, money is a very strange thing for Monkey. Monkey has a very hard time wrapping my head around it. And so sometimes it can feel awfully removed. Like, I know you need it to survive in human society and that it's really important, but like, what does it mean to me personally? I don't know. Not much. Freedom, I guess? It's a little hard. But if you can kind of visualize it as not this abstract value system, but something that is just a sort of go-between, the transition point between what you're doing and things that you love, things that bring you joy, right? That seems quite motivating, quite healthy. Monkey used to, before Monkey had to really deal with money, Monkey used to value things in manga books. If that makes sense. Monkey used to always... I used to get to go to the bookstore. How often did I go? Like once a week, maybe? One of my papas would take me and some of the other baby monkeys. And we'd go and we'd read some books. And he'd say, okay, you can each get one book on the way out. And so Monkey would always get a manga book. Monkey really liked manga at the time. And so that became Monkey's value system. This idea of like, okay, well, how much is this worth? Is this worth one manga book? Two manga books? Half a manga book? I hate bosses who make work intentionally unpleasant in ways it doesn't have to be because they believe it's not supposed to be enjoyable. That's why it's called work. When you think about it, hearing that hemoglobin, the only thing I can think is I feel really bad for them. I don't know. I don't know how to put it without... It sounds bad, but... I feel bad because... they must truly believe that. And to truly believe something like that, they must never have enjoyed work a day in their lives. And they maybe also had a boss who was the exact same way and imposed this thought upon them. And it's almost like that thing they call generational trauma. It's like kind of scary and sad to think that so many people can feel this way. And for them, that's the truth of the world. Like, that's the way it's supposed to be. And you really wish you could show them that it doesn't have to be that way, you know? Both for your own sake, and the sake of others, and for their sake. I'm in favor of a manga-based economy. Monkey's down for that one. I guess I will chill on the long talks so Monkey can focus a bit in the game. That's okay. Monkey doesn't have a real focus anyway. Monkey never developed a good sense of focus. In some ways, for Monkey in these streams, what's important is having a good time, right? That's why I do it too, right? Having a good time. So whether that means making progress in the game or chatting with all of you, whatever the day brings. But I will go ahead and check out the rest of this manual first. Changing the message. Once you're in, these signs can accept messages in the form of a series of 3 number packets written to the data register. The first row is the row starting at 0. Oh, the first number is the row starting at 0. The second is the column, also starting at 0. Okay, so it's a coordinate system. And the third corresponds to the character you want to display. And then there are usually a few more registers that are fun to mess with. Most I've seen have one called CLRS, which clears the sign. Clears, if you write anything to it. Other signs have effects you can activate, like flashing or inverted text. Here's a common character table. Okay, that'll probably come in handy if we want to write our own messages. Proof of concept. Below is a picture documenting a highway sign that someone may have hacked into. It goes without saying that whoever committed this heinous act should be ashamed of themselves and has nothing to do with me. Highland Mikey was here. Highland Mikey, yeah. Nothing to do with the author. I can't see any connection there. Alright, let's give this a try. I'm gonna put this manual to the side. I'll probably be referencing it on and off while we try out this puzzle. Maybe I'll put this over here. Oh yeah, that'll be helpful. Okay, let's see now. So, what first? Why don't we go ahead and do the puzzle itself? We could play around a bit with these other parts, but I feel like doing puzzles today, so let's do the puzzle. So message is in 300, and we want to put it in the sign. The file contains one character value for each position on the sign from left to right, top to bottom. Okay, that should be pretty straightforward. In that case, we'll want to keep track of where we're at. How many letters across do we get? We should probably find that out. They don't give us that information, so I guess in true hacker fashion, we're just gonna have to throw something at a wall and see what sticks. So why don't we go ahead and... we have ABCD. 1 starts at... oh, 0 starts at 27. Alright, let's just start counting. So first we want to move our little buddy, little Exa there, into the actual highway sign so that he can access things. And into data, we'll just go ahead and I'll start a loop here. Let me make sure, where's my... Need to find my user manual with all the different commands I can use. There we go. So we want to mark a loop here, and let's just count how many characters we get in general. So we're gonna wanna do... well, it honestly doesn't matter. So why don't we just mark a loop where we write to data. So where is it? Copy, I think? Copy, and then what should we copy in? Something visible. So copy... well, let's do this after all. Copy X into data, and then add X on X, so we'll increment X just so that it looks different, and then jump to loop. And that should create an infinite loop where our little buddy will go in and write things to data. Oh, before we do that, we do need to put in the coordinates. We can't just write things willy-nilly. As much as Monkey would like to. So we're gonna want to copy. So they said what? Row, and then first number is the row, second is the column. So we'll just put everything in the first row. This is the row. And then we'll copy, how you say? We'll put, well, heck, we'll just put in X to data. That seems reasonable. Let's give that a try. How do we do this? Tab? That's right. Alright. Waiting for column, waiting for row, waiting for column, waiting for row. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Oh, the first one, 0 is a space, so that's H, I. Okay, so when it overflows at the end, it just takes the last one. Good to know, good to know. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then 1 over here, so 9 across. And looks like 3 down. Alright, now we know what coordinates we're working with. 9 by 3. And it looks like we do index from 0. They did mention that, so... in reality, it's actually 0 to 8, I think. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And 0, 1, 2. Alright. Now to do what Ember wanted us to do, I suppose. In order to do that, are we gonna need multiple X's? I think we'll be alright. Let's see. So, first things first. Let's grab the file. We'll probably need that. Grab, is that the correct? Grab. Where's the file stuff? File, yeah, grab. Okay, grab the file. And then we'll move over to 800. Move over the 800 link again. And so we're gonna need are we gonna need 2 loops? I don't think so, actually. I think 1 loop should be plenty, because we know that it ends at 8. And so we can just restart it. That seems the easiest, since the data we're going to be given is not going to be it's not going to tell us the coordinates. So let's start with mark a loop here. Maybe we should name this loop. What should we call it? I'm gonna just call it loop for now. We'll name it something else later. So in this loop, should probably test. So X is gonna be where we're gonna keep our column index. So test if X is greater than 8. If so, continue. We'll put that in here. Continue. Otherwise, we're going to say, sorry, F jump, continue. So if it's less than 8, we'll continue. Otherwise, we're going to copy 0 into X. Alright. Nom nom. Any ideas what you want the sign to say now? Well, Monkey's not really sure. Monkey's drawing a blank right now, so feel free to let me know if you have any suggestions. Right now, Monkey's just gonna go ahead and this file here, Amber's encoded what she wants the sign to say. So Monkey's just gonna go ahead and do that for now. If you've got any ideas, Monkey's happy to oblige. Does Monkey know any coding, or is this all new? Monkey is a bit of a code monkey. Monkey knows how to do a little bit of programming. And also this game, Monkey has played some of it before. I haven't finished it yet. But some of these puzzles, including this one right now. One moment. Excuse me. Monkey didn't want to choke. This puzzle right now, Monkey has completed before in the past. I don't remember how I did it. It was a little too long ago. But it's not completely new to Monkey. So eventually, hopefully, we'll get to a point where Monkey hasn't done the puzzles yet. Subscribe to Tianshi now would be my idea. Hey, that's pretty good. How many characters is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 for the first line. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, so we might be able to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Woo! Might just be slightly too long. How about subscribe to Monkey? Subscribe to Monkey. How would I transcribe that? That would be... Where's S? S is 19. Oops. Perfect. As long as we get the message out there, Lamal. So we got 19. Sub 21. B is 2. S again is 19. Subs C R I E E. Subscribe, and then we want a space, so that'll be this, and then well, we won't necessarily want a space. No, actually we'll want a new line. That's what it is. We'll want a new line, and then T is 20, and then O is 15, and then 1 key. Key. 1 key. Alright, hopefully I got that right. I wonder if I can... Okay, I'm going to say... So here's the fun part about hacking. The puzzles that they've given us are meant to be extremely flexible so that we can take any message and type it into this machine. But if we want to do our own message, it's actually a much simpler puzzle. That's what hacking's about, finding the simplest solution, right? So we'll just want to link over, and then for loop 1, let's say, like row 1. Then we'll say copy 0 into data. That's our row number. Then we'll copy X into data. That's our column number. Then we'll copy something into data, and that'll be this stuff here. Heck. I'm not even gonna loop this one. We're just gonna go ahead and hard code this, because why not? But in order to do that, Monkey's gonna pop this into an external text editor, because I don't want to have to type this a million times. You'll see what I mean. It's very repetitive. I'll be quick though. So we want to copy. Can I go ahead and I'll show you. Oops! Stop that. What do you think you're doing, Potato-kun? Behave. Okay, so copy into data. Alright. Alright, so I'll show you. I just went ahead and transformed all of this into this. You can see the same numbers here. I just put a copy in front and a data on the back. Gasp. I can't believe Potato Clear was the hacker all along. Well, it makes sense, doesn't it? And then this, I will also copy all of this because we're going to start here and we're just going to increment for every one of the other characters. Why make elegant code? Why make elegant code when you can just copy paste 20 times all by yourself? For a one-time thing, Monkey is usually tempted. Monkey is usually very tempted to make this type of thing more efficient, because it seems like you should. But you know what? It doesn't matter. It's fine. Just copy paste. Because if I try to make it fancier now, it'll actually take more time and more brain power. So we're just gonna copy paste 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And this will make it easier to modify later too. Actually, since that's 8, yeah, that goes straight across. Then this one we can actually figure out where is the center. If there's 8, the half of that is 4. So 3 and 4, I think, are where we want this to be. 3, 4. I know you can't see what I'm doing, so I apologize, but I promise you it makes sense. Probably. Maybe. Hopefully. Put one of these here. One of these here. It's just a lot of copying. I might actually run out of space. This Exa might be mad at me. Let's see. Can I fit all of this in here? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. See, I just copied it in. Oh, and these last ones I'm gonna need to put in some numbers too, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. To center 5 in a 9 grid would be 6, 7, 8, 9. So we start at 2, I believe. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's assume that's correct. And we'll go ahead and tell Exa1 not to do anything. Exa8? X8? Alright, let's give it a try. Let's go. So, he hops over. Yes. Oh yeah, here we go. Oh! Oh! Monkey forgot to change the the column number, the row number. That's what it is. So this needs to be row 1. 1. And 2. Actually, going through and doing this, it does seem like I might want to save the current row number somewhere. Otherwise, we're gonna have trouble. Yeah, we'll probably need to save both. I'll think about that then. But for now... I need to clear it first, because it says something else. Fine. It's also good why it's good to play around, actually, when you're trying to hack something new. Let's just copy 1 into clears. Let's do that. Clear. There we go. Get out of there. Subscribe to Monkey. You are welcome. Here we are. You know what else we can do? Once that's done. And then we'll mark an actual loop here. Because I want to do an infinite loop where we copy 1 into inverse. Let's see if that'll work. Let's go. Subscribe to Monkey. Subscribe to Monkey. Oh, so we want to go back and forth. Oh, that's cute. I didn't know that Inverse does that. Let's do it. Subscribe to Monkey. There we are. Very important. Perfection. Wonderful, isn't it? You know, I think there's a thing you can do. Well, I wouldn't worry about it, actually. Don't worry about it. Alright, we'll keep this here. Oops. Go back. We'll keep this here, but we'll, we'll make it small for now. So how are we gonna be able to hold on to two indices if we also want to be able to test? There's probably a few different ways to do this, but why don't we just take advantage of the fact that we have a tens place? Don't worry about it, you say? Don't worry about it. Just follow the signs. The signs are written by people who know what they're doing. Alright, one moment. Oh yeah. Good stuff, good stuff. I saw the signs. I opened up my eyes, I saw the signs. Alright. Well, now that we know, let's go ahead and clear that sign first. So we'll, copy... So clears. I wonder if 0 will work. We'll give it a try. And then we want to... Then we probably don't need any of this, actually. None of this continue stuff. We'll just use... Ooh! Mathematics. Can we use mathematics? Does Monkey know enough mathematics for this to work? So we add copy. Is there a divide? I don't see a divide. Swizz though, that'll help. We'll just swizz it then. For those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, maybe I can put this briefly on screen. So, here, in the manual... Oh, that's tiny, isn't it? Well, what if I make it smaller? Will that help? Will that help? No, this is incredibly confusing. Oh! Come on, good. Yeah, there we go. Swizz. So you can swizzle the value. Oh, there is a mov E and a div E and a mod E too. Oh, mod E. This is exactly what we want actually. Modulo. Alright. Wait, but the modulo... How do you get the remain... How do you... Div E probably does it. We'll do div E and modulo. These are the ones we'll use. But swizz is a lot of fun. We could just swizzle it, which is a lot of fun. I'm not gonna lie. It applies a mask. It does weird things. But I think we'll go for the simpler, more mathematical way of doing it, because the swizzling, while fun, is even more of a difficult thing to wrap your head around. The swizz. Okay. Gosh, well, if the sign says so, I guess we have to subscribe to Monkey. Not that I'm opposed, of course. I guess so. I don't know. I don't know. I don't have any say in this. They seem to know what they're talking about. Of course. Swiss. Yes. That all-important mathematical concept of Swiss. If there's sub-E, mo-E, and div-E, is there monkey? You know, there is monkey. Right here. Monkey. Did I do that? I don't even remember. Did I do that? This is our home network. Or our home base. This is our home block. Monkey. I guess I did. Not bad, not bad. The I think, probably stands for integer, if I were to guess, which is useful because the division will therefore get us what we want here. So, mark a loop, and then we will figure out the row number and the column number. So the row number we'll get by taking... let's see, so we take the index that we're at, and the row number will be the modulo by 9. Yes, I believe so. So we'll take... we'll copy it into... oh, actually, we'll copy it directly in to the data, and then we won't need to use extra registers. Copy... Oh no, we have to do the math. So it's mod I, that's the one. Mod I, and then operand... First operand is x by 9 into the data register. And then we want to div I x by 9 into the data register. So this will give us our column. This will give us our row. Column number, row number. No, that's the opposite. We want to go... No, that's correct. We want column first. Monkey was wrong on my other notes, but there's too many of them now. Row, column... No, this is correct. Eh? No. Monkey... The problem is Monkey doesn't know the difference between rows and columns. I don't know if anyone knows the difference between rows and columns. It's very enigmatic. Alright, and then we'll copy from file into data. And then we will add one to the x. Add I, sorry. And then we will then I guess we'll see test end of file. Might as well. That I believe is the syntax. Let's see. Test end of file. Yeah, see if we're at the end of the file. If so, if not, we'll keep looping. Otherwise, we'll break out and halt. Let's see what this actually does. We'll see if this does what Monkey thinks it does. Oh, we should probably make sure that this other... this Monkey promoter here, as much as we appreciate them, we probably want them not to run while this other code is running. I mean, we could save it as a new solution, but I don't think so. I think we'll just let them take a break. Here we go. So, hop on over. Clear the data. Then we'll start with 0, 0, I think. Send over 0, 0. Did it send 0? It didn't tell me. Oh well. We'll send over, okay. Add one. And hop around. So that should be... Oh! Nope, that is incorrect. That is incorrect. Mod I. Column. What goes first? Maybe monkey was wrong. Monkey was wrong this time. Let's see. The first number is the row. The first number. Of course it is. Of course monkey was wrong. Right the first time. I even did it. I should have realized I was right the first time because I got it. I got the thing working the first time. Silly monkey. So that means that this one needs to be the div I, and this one can be the mod I. There we go. TH. TH. What is it trying to say? Let's see what Ember has to say to us. TH. I. Think. Oh no! Oh, there it is. Okay. Think about... Oh, those were spaces. That's why. Think about monkey? Think about monkey. Think about it. Oh, exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point. Think about it. What are we thinking about, Ember? Alright. Leave no trace. Oops! We left a trace. This guy, I guess. Yeah, we wanna destroy that. Ember made that. Alright, so before we halt, how do we destroy our file? Wipe. Alright. Think about it. Oh. Think about it. There we go. That worked. Let's see what else Ember has to say. Car stalled on ramp. Let's run it through. Fight the power. Wait, what is the next one? Wait, 1, 2. Car stalled on ramp. Right lane closed ahead. Road work ahead. Car stalled on ramp. You know, the way Ember does these things... I'm pretty sure we don't actually have to clear anything, because she usually gives us all the characters of the sign. So it'd probably be fine if we don't clear anything, just like this. Think about it. Fight the power. Wake up, sheeple. Question your reality. Question your reality. Oh, question your reality. She really wants people to question their reality. Fight the power. Who is in charge? Test. Test. Row, fight the power. That's a song, right? I don't know if I know the rest of it though. Question your reality. This is really questioning the realities here. Seek the truth. Oh, who is in charge? Think about it. Oh. I wonder if we're gonna get messaged from these messages from Ember, since we're reading all of them. I don't know if you're reading them. Libera me from hell, from Gurren Lagann. Oh? Eh? What do you mean? It's a very interesting combination of operatic elements and anti-establishment rap. It's from Gurren Lagann? I thought it's much older than that. And also American. Maybe not American. Now I gotta look this up. Row, fight the power. Google's gonna be like, what are you looking up? Row, fight the power. It's actually from Gurren Lagann? Whoa! Shows how much Monkey knows. Raw, fight the power. different songs from Gurren Lagann. No. No. Wow. Really? Really? Huh. Huh. You learn something new every day. That's really cool. Well, it makes some sense because the people who made Gurren Lagann were the same people who later went on to form Trigger, right? And they're super Westaboos. Am I allowed to say that word? Is that an okay word? They really like Western culture. And so it makes sense to Monkey that perhaps they would have incorporated a song that sounds like it was made in the West. Now I need to hear this. Hold on. I think this won't come through. This won't come through. Okay, good. What is this? Show me. Oh, it is operatic. Yeah, I've definitely heard the rap portion before, but I've never heard the how you say? I've never heard the opera portion before for some reason. Have there been remixes? Have there been remixes or something? How is it that Monkey has heard this but had no idea? Libera Me From Hell is a song performed by Tarantula, one of the rappers from Spotania, Kasahara Yuri. Spotania, the Japanese hip-hop reggae group. Huh! Tarantula. Wow, he has a very Western accent, but he's just straight up Japanese. What? Hey. Oh. Monkey is being cultured right now. You are culturing the monkey. Oh, looks like we win all the test cases. I just recently started rewatching the series. It's still fresh in my memory. Ah, I see. I do need to get around to watching it at some point. I only watched an episode or two, but what's his name? Shinon? The main character is very cute. It's very nice. Been so long since I've heard it. There's probably been remixes. It was pretty popular at the time. Probably used in lots of AMVs. Oh, I wonder where Monkey heard it. Oh, I feel like Monkey heard it a lot. The Roro Fight the Power is a recurring motif in a few songs in the soundtrack, as I recall. Oh, might have to check it out. Maybe I heard one that wasn't the rock opera one, but maybe a different one. I wonder. Wow. Alright. Enough distraction. Your size of solution exceeds the size limit for the task. Yeah, that's fine. But I think I don't need leaderboards. I don't want leaderboards, but I think I need to finish the task properly. They don't like this. This is what they don't like. They don't like that. They don't like subscribe to Monkey. Takes up too many lines. Let me just take all of this. Now copy it into its own solution. So there. you can have your solution. Create new solution. And this one we will. Can we rename it? Yes, this one. Sub to monkey. Sub to monkey. There we go. There's our sub to monkey. You happy now? Happy now? Oh. We got the halt at the beginning. There we go. Subscribe to oh, that's too fast. That's too much flashing. You're gonna give someone a stroke or something. Let's go back. Alright, we'll speed through this one. Alright. I turned off leaderboards, right? I thought I turned it off. Anyway, to educate people on good and I'll take. Anyway, to educate people on good and I'll take. Makes sense to me. Monkey-san. Hello, Eduardo. How else are the people going to know to sub to Monkey? Right? Well, if the sign tells me to. Yeah, I don't write the rules. I don't know. The sign said so. Excellent. That was a great test. You're welcome. Now I just have to take the data, separate out the multiple experimental conditions, and isolate the, processing. Okay, I have no idea what to do with this data. Then why did you get it? How about, if you notice more people questioning authority, let me know. That's not very scientific for an AI. Alright. Oh. Nth dimension. I wish I was old enough to go to Hackstasy. 1010. Hackstasy sucks. Plaster. What? Hackstasy is awesome. You hate everything, 10. What is that? Says Mutex. Plastic. It's a club for hackers. Pizza, drinks, phone jacks at every table. It's sweet. Nth dimension. I wish I was older. Oh well, I need to learn to rollerblade first anyway. I wonder how old Nth dimension is. Alright. What is Monkey about to do? Monkey had a thought. Oh right, I wanted to make sure. I did turn leaderboards off, I think. 'Cause I don't like leaderboards. Interface. Mouse. Font size. Where was it? Leaderboards. Hide. Okay, great. Good stuff. Should we be concerned for Nth? They seem alright. I think this is a pretty nice group of people at the very least. I think they'll take care of Nth, hopefully. Does Monkey-san know how to rollerblade? I tried learning to roller skate and rollerblade as a baby monkey, but Monkey is not very coordinated. So I can kind of roller skate, but I can't rollerblade. I can ice skate. It takes me a moment to re-find my ice legs. But eventually I can ice skate alright. I'm not great at it. So maybe if that translates to rollerblading. I haven't tried it actually in a long time. Also, should we be keeping track of time today now? Ah, that's probably a good idea. I'm a little flexible, but I'd rather not go over as much as I did last time. I'd rather try to keep it pretty close today. There's lots to do. Lots of monkey business, you know? Looking at the time, looks like we have about another half hour, so we can at least... Oh, there's a meeting. Well, this should just be a cutscene. We'll see how far we get. Meeting with Ember. So our last meeting was with Isadora on Wednesday, And then there's one on Friday with Ember. Answer Ember 2's important question. Okay.
I have an important question for you.
Ah, cutscene, so we get voicing.
Imagine there's an out-of-control trolley and 5 humans tied up on the track ahead of it. But you can stop the trolley by... Maybe if...
Throwing a switch, pushing someone in front of it, blowing up the trolley. Different variations on the trolley problem. Let's go with throwing a switch. Monkey likes that the most.
No, that wasn't the one I was going to ask.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry.
Recalibrating. Say you had a friend, and you knew the friend could help you become stronger.
Okay.
Would you ask for their help?
Do I want to be stronger? Sure, maybe. I don't know enough about the situation to say. That's what Monkey is feeling. I don't know. It depends on the situation.
Let's say it was a situation where the friend had to sacrifice something in order for that to occur.
Oh. Probably not, yeah. I don't think I... Do I need to be more powerful? I still don't know enough about the situation to say. I guess that's fair too. Like, how much do they have to sacrifice? How much more powerful do I get? How much more do I need to be powerful? And in becoming more powerful, can I pay back this friend for the thing that they had to sacrifice? Yeah, I guess probably not, but I still don't know enough to say for sure.
Okay. Good to know. I'm going to process this information.
Eh? Was that satisfying to you, Ember? Okay. Alright. I guess she liked that. 10. Yes, your zine is cool. But why use dead trees? You could distribute the information electronically. Cheaper and faster. Yes. Maybe I'm just old-fashioned. Or maybe I know how easy it is to tamper with digital communications. Tian Tian. Tian Tian! Ryder, hello! Good to see you! Hashtag love Tianshi. Oh, Ryder! I've missed you. We've missed you too, Ryder. I apologize for not being around much lately. No problem, no problem. Mixture of work and my own state of mind. Oh, completely understandable. I hope things get easier for you. But it's good to hear your voice. It's good to see you, Ryder. I hope you've been having fun. It's been a good time. I hope that in between your work and other things that you're dealing with, you've still had time to find time to have a good time. How do you say? I hope you've still had some nice moments. Monkey, what do you do at work? Reorganize bananas? Well, you see, you gotta line them up perfectly. You gotta categorize them by type, and then by size, and then by taste, and then... Ryder, yeah, Ryder, I'm so glad you could come by. I'm having a nice moment right now. Stairs. I'm glad to hear that, Ryder. I really am. And it's so good to see you. Hey, Shatter, fancy meeting you here. Yeah. Alright. We got 2 new hacking tasks, it looks like. We're playing a game, Ryder, where Monkey does some code monkeying to hack to hack stuff, I guess. Monkey's terrible at explaining things. Come here often? Quite the chance meeting. I do quite like spending time on my Oshi streams, lol. Oh dear. Oh dear, Shatter. Oh dear. No. Just monkey, just monkey. Oh dear. Okay. Unknown network 1. Unknown context. Find and retrieve a specific file for Ember 2. And this other one, UC Berkeley, EECS Department. Restore a file from an antiquated backup system. Why don't we just go in order? Monkey hacked all our hearts already. She's a pro hack monkey. More like a hack monkey. A real hack monkey. One of these days, I'll get Null to accept they're my Oshi. One day. I don't know, Shatter. You're gonna have to come up with something more believable than that. Keep at it. I believe in you, Shatter. One day. Oh, the two of you are too sweet. Oh dear. Alright, let's see what Ember wants from us, huh? Can friendship exist without self-interest? Oh, what do you mean? Why couldn't it? It probably doesn't. You talk about friendship a lot. Yeah, you do talk about friendship a lot. It seems like a useful concept to understand. This is true. No reason other than that. Anyway, there's a particular file I need you to locate here. Don't concern yourself with whatever else you happen to see. It's all obsolete. Oh. Is this Cyrillic? I wonder. This is a kind of a cool logo. Perhaps it's a matter of phrasing law. Now, of the VTubers I've met on my travels, I think you're my favorite. Does that help at all about the Shatter? Shatter, that just makes it less believable. When you say Oshi, at the very least, Monkey's like, well, maybe you mean something slightly different than Monkey thinks of when I think of the word Oshi. And then I might believe that you really mean it, but you might not mean what's in Monkey's head. But now... I don't know. I don't think that's a possibility in the world. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. It does make it clearer. It does make it clearer what you mean. However, oh dear. You trying to kill Monkey? Is that what's going on here? I see the truth. Oh dear, oh dear. Thank you, Shatter. Thank you, really. Monkey may be baffled and concerned, but also really appreciative and really happy to hear that. Thank you. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. I see Ember's pulling the "Don't worry about it" card now. Yeah, don't worry about it. Nothing to worry about here. It is my utmost pleasure to announce that I place my Oshi beliefs in the Oshi-sama. No, Oshi-sama! Please take into consideration my feelings in this precious moment of ours. Chatter, probably. Oh dear. That's quite a declaration. It almost feels... Oh, now it's starting to feel kind of rude for me not to accept those very, very, like, how you say, heartfelt and eloquent. Oh no! Oh no! We'll scream it from the mountaintops. Oh no! It's working, Shatter. Oh no! Oh dear! Oh dear! Oh dear! Oh dear! I guess Ryder knows the feeling, cause every time Ryder tells me how much he enjoys Monkey, I can never quite believe it. The both of you, the both of you. Oh dear. I forgot, between the two of you, you're definitely gonna kill Monkey. Let's keep guilt tripping her into it. No. Oh no. Oh dear. How do I say? I would like to appreciatively and humbly accept your feelings towards Monkey. There is just a part of Monkey that cannot believe that anyone would actually enjoy Monkey that much. It's not that I feel that you are lying. It is simply a confounding reality that Monkey no longer knows how to process. And the world breaks down into surrealism, I suppose. Oh. But thank you. Thank you, really. Oh dear. Oh. Oh. She reluctantly accepted. I suppose reluctant isn't quite the right word either. I mean, maybe. I don't know. Is this the fabled day? One step at a time. Yes, that rings true to me, Shatter. One step at a time. Please allow Monkey. Please allow Monkey to take baby steps towards towards being able to truly understand and accept your feelings. Oh dear. I will try my best. Oh dear, oh dear. Okay. Monkey is going to look at this problem now, right? Yes, yes. What am I supposed to do here? Find file 276 in the network and bring it back to your host. Note that an EXA cannot grab a file that is being held by another EXA. Oh, looks like we're gonna have to exercise for the first time a couple of tricksy, hacky things today. Some kind of very hackery methods. First things first. Oh dear. Monkey focus. Exercise. Exercise, one could say. Exercise. Yeah. Exercise. There was like a children's program that Monkey saw as a baby monkey, where they had these squiggles and they went exercise. They were cute. I don't know. It always stuck with Monkey. Me and the other baby monkeys liked it, but I don't really know much. I don't think I can find it anymore. Maybe I can. Maybe I just need to look that up. Well, back to hacking it is. Yes, let's do some hacking. Oh, heck. Oh dear, oh dear. Okay, so we gotta find the file. It could be in any one of these guys. How are we gonna go about it? A few different ways. We could try hopping down this way and going all the way down and just checking each one by one. One thing that Monkey kind of likes to do sometimes is to search by multiplication. Exponentially duplicate until you find it. That would be the fastest. Let's do that one. Just because Monkey really likes the way it looks when you have a bunch of these guys running around. It occurs to me that we may only have time for this last one. Oh, you're right. We are running up against time. Oh, thank you for pointing it out, Shatter. I appreciate that a lot. I know it's sad times, but I really do appreciate it. Last time Monkey went a little too long and ended up in a little bit of a bind, I will have to say. It was all okay in the end, so it wasn't too bad, but Monkey would like to try to avoid that as much as possible. It breaks my heart a little bit, but it must be done. I'm sorry, Shatter. I'm sorry to break your heart a little bit twice a week. But hopefully it helps to put it back together every week as well. I don't know. Monkey doesn't know anymore. Brain not work. Let's see if Monkey can even code with this state of mind. No, the heartbreaker. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh no. Heartbreak Monkey. I'm sorry. Oh dear. Oh boy. What am I doing? What was Monkey doing? Repple. This is the thing that Monkey wants to use. Monkey likes this thing. Let me show you what Monkey's talking about. Did we hick Monkey? The plot twist. Monkey thought Monkey was hacker, but then Monkey got hacked. It's true. I think so. No, Monkey. By Monkey hacker, it did not mean the monkey is a hacker, but that the monkey was hacked by someone who hacks monkeys. The monkey hacker. Okay. What was I doing? Oh yes. Ta-dang! You see here, the REPL. I guess you can't really see my mouse. Oh, there it is. The REPL. That's what Monkey wants to use because more exas is more better, right? We could do the simple thing. In computer science terminology, it's called a depth first search, where you go down. Here. You see how there's kind of like a tree structure here is what they call it, a branching structure? You just go down one by one and visit each leaf. That's what they call the ends of these branches. One by one. We could do that like a normal hacker. Like a very normal, everyday, by-the-book hacker. Or we could be a very extra hacker. Very extra. And we can use this REPL to create copies of the exa. Create a copy of this exa and jump to the specified label in the copy. If an exa is holding a file when executing a REPL instruction, the file will not be copied. It will remain held by the original exa. So if we use this, instead of going down one by one, we can, every time we meet a junction, we can create new exas. And then create new exas. And create new exas until they all come down and fill up the entire network with their swarm. And that just seems more fun, right? In theaters near you. Oh dear. Oh heck, we just might have. Oh heck. It does seem that way. It's okay. Monkey might still have some brain cells left. We'll see. It is possible. Oh dear. If not, I expect you to take responsibility. I don't even know what that means. They say it in manga a lot. Alright. Monkey can't stop giggling now. What was I trying to do? Trying to take over the network. That's right, that's right. Okay. Link 800. We can do it even from here. We know that if we try to link... If we try to link twice... If we try to link twice... Then, what am I thinking? If we try to link to somewhere that doesn't exist, the exa will destroy itself. So that'll help, because by the end, it will leave no trace. It'll just be a waterfall of exas that go on to their doom. Consider responsibility taking. Whoa. Okay. Monkey, 5 minutes left. Oh, thank you, Eduardo. Thank you. Oh, 5 minutes. I definitely can't do this in 5 minutes, but can I do this quickly enough to justify finishing the problem before we say our goodbyes? You know what? I will at least get to the point where we flood the map. And then we'll stop there, because that's... Monkey really wants to see that, and I don't think it'll be too hard. Forget taking over the network because of 2 chatty lads. You can see that if Monkey ever turned into a villain monkey, it would be very easy to distract Monkey. Just say nice things and ply me with food, and I will completely forget about world domination. Oh dear. Or just talk to me about food, honestly. as y'all are well aware. Alright, what is happening? Okay. Link 800, link 801. Yes, we'll do one or the other of these. So we'll mark this link 801. We'll mark this link 800. And if we already linked 800, then we'll jump to check. Jump to check. We'll mark a check here. Alright. We are saying that like we wouldn't help, though. That is an interesting point you make there, Shadow. I'll have to think about that one. We are the Tianshi Tea Club, after all. Not a cult, of course. Alright, so check. So, next thing we'll do is... How do I check if there's someone else here? Communication? No. Halt. Raffle. Kill. I think we might have to kill. Yes. No. I think we have to kill. Kill. Terminate another exa in the same host as this exa, prioritizing exas created by the same user. If there is more than one possible target, the target will be chosen in an unpredictable manner. Okay, I think trying to kill even if no one's around should be fine. 5x0, map with keywords, invalid, register access, hardware access, file access, link traverse. Yeah. So we'll just execute a kill. Kill. It will kill. And then we will invalid file access. Looking for a specific file. Specific file. Oh, it will terminate immediately. So before we do anything else, actually, before we even check, we probably want to jump to, what do we call this? Replicate, duplicate, deploy. Jump deploy. Alright. I'm not the right hand of the teacup for nothing. Kick W. Kick W I feel like I've seen before, but I don't actually quite understand. Kick. Kick. Has something to do with LOL? The right hand of the teacup is very important. It's the hand that holds the teacup. Or maybe it's the hand that holds the tea, how you say? The teapot that pours into the teacup. Ah! I don't know what any of that means, but it's a nice image. Mark deploy. So that means we'll want to repl twice. Link 800. Repl link 801. And then we'll check. We'll kill. And then we will, grab 276. And I think this should at least take us through the network. And then the next thing we'll want to do... This can just be a comment, actually. The next thing we'll want to do... Check for file. Is, if we have the file... If we have the file, we will continue... Halts if not. Okay. So, if we do have the file... Have file... Then we'll want to do some other stuff here. But for now, let's just make sure we can take over the network. To be honest, you're not alone on that one. I'm losing touch with modern internet terms and memes myself. Oh really? Now I know what it feels like. But you are our expert writer. No problem though, of course. Oh, now you understand. Not got a lot of time to be on the interwebs. Tech W is a BTTV emote. Oh! It's basically another way to say lol. Yeah. Oh! I wonder where that comes from. Correction, I was. I see. Oh, by the way, did you notice? I just noticed. When you enable these Exas with different functions in their code, they change a little bit. They get bigger, for example, the more code they have. And look, if I take away the kill, then it's just a regular little friend, you know? Little Exa friend. But once you give it the ability to kill, it gets a little something. It has a little something on it now. The kek thing is silly since it's just derived from LOL. LOL but with E instead of O is LEL. Loving every laugh. Oh. And then just purposely misspelled as kek. Is that because the K is right next to the L? I thought it was a typo, but I couldn't figure out where the E comes from. That makes sense to Monkey. Oh. Man, what does LOL even stand for anymore? Now Monkey forgets. I forgot that it stood for something. Loving every laugh. Laughing out loud, right? Something like that? Though I've heard some people use it as lots of love. A regular friend becomes a capable friend. Capable! Capable of certain tasks, let's say. Yes, K instead of L. Laugh out loud, silly monkey. Well, it's just become such a common term these days. Monkey starts to forget. Hey, we are 5 minutes over. Oh, thank you, Eduardo. Thank you. Okay, let's test this out. And if it does what Monkey thinks it should do, then we're good and we'll go to the comfy room. If it doesn't and it needs a minor tweak, Monkey might minor tweak. But if it's just plain broken, we'll just go to the comfy room. There's many possible points of origin. Oh! Kek was also from the word World of Warcraft. Oh! before the Horde and the Alliance could speak to each other, LOL was seen as KEK. Whoa! Whoa! Really? Did they have like a translation system? Like a cipher? So that when people talked to each other, they couldn't actually understand each other? That's really fun! That's really cool! I did not know about this. That's awesome! Heck, that makes a lot of sense. A lot of these types of things come from World of Warcraft, right? Alright, let's give this a try. School's gonna start teaching memology. Watch. Oh, certainly, certainly. Maybe not in mandatory school, but... I mean, it should already be taught in linguistics, no doubt. Ooh. and psychology, psychiatry... sociology, that's the one. Sociology. Anthropology's definitely gonna pick it up eventually. Alright, let's hop over. Deploy. Deploy. Yes. Take the network. Take it. Alright, and we narrowed it down. It looks like it works, because the only one left is the one who found the file. Wait, maybe that's not right. Oh, it can't. It's stuck because... It's stuck because there's another exit there. Actually, that's really helpful. And that gives Monkey ideas. But Monkey said we were going to try to end on time today. So, I think this is a good enough result. This is a good enough result. Let's switch back over to the comfy room. Maybe make sure I save this solution. But, if I go back... Can I go back? Yeah, if I go back, it saves, right? Connect. Yeah, great. Let's go to the comfy room. Ya-da! Alright. It was a cipher, IIRC. The two factions couldn't speak to each other at all because they were two different languages. Oh! Oh, that's really cool! Actually, that makes Monkey think that... I wonder... Some people must have figured out the cipher, right? I wonder if some people figured out the cipher and were able to talk across the factions. That's cool. That's cool. We are slowly reaching the back in my day phase. Is that back in your day, Ryder? Or are you talking about the memes? Back in my day, we had memes about such and such. I walked away from stream a couple of times and put playback to 2x speed when I came back, and I'm catching up just now. Oh, just in time, Hemoglobin, because we're about to sign off, actually. I'm glad you caught back up to us. Bye, Monkey-san. Hope you had a great day. Thank you, Eduardo. Thank you so much. I hope you too. Wow, it was truly a once-in-a-lifetime experience. They even used it as a study for certain health concerns. Really? That's really cool. That's really cool. Oh, man. There's some really, really incredible things that have happened in recent history. Makes you look forward to the future too. And maybe even the present. The things that we don't even think about right now. That are actually incredible. Back in my day, Monkey didn't have drinks and a cake on the table when she spoke to us. It's true! It's true! Oh man, imagine how much things have progressed. Oh man. Oh man. And how much things have stayed the same too. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. Oh. Maybe one day Monkey will do a rewatch my debut stream. I don't know if my heart is ready for that. Maybe next anniversary. 3rd anniversary? That's a big one, right? But I digress. Thank you for the stream. Oh, thank you, Shatter. It was fun to see you hack the planet. Hack the planet. Yeah. One day, I'll get you to accept that you're my Oshi. Lol. Oh dear. Love Tianshi. Oh, just to have Monkey. Oh dear. Thank you, Shatter. Maybe one day I will try my best. Oh dear, oh dear. Thank you so much, though. Thank you so much for coming. Hashtag love Tianshi. Oh dear. It's been a pleasure being together, even for just a short time. Yes, I'm so glad you were able to make it, Ryder. It was so good seeing you again. I hope I see you again soon. And whether I see you again soon or not, I hope things are looking up for you in your life. That there are some rays of sunshine shining through. Thank you for always being so welcoming and sweet, Tianshi. Oh no. Be well. You too, Ryder. Be well. Thank you so much. Yes, thank you for the stream. Thank you, Best Squid. Thank you for coming. It's always a pleasure to have you. I think we can spot a particular sunbeam right now. Where? Oh dear, oh dear. Thank you. Alright. I better say. And with this meeting of the Tianshi Club is now officially adjourned. Thank you all so much for coming. I really appreciate it. I love hanging out with all of you, chatting with all of you, and just generally, it's a good time. Tea Club meetings are a good time. Bye bye, Best Squid. And bye bye, everyone. I'll see you soon. Current plans for next stream, same time on Tuesday. That's the current plans. I will let you know if it changes. If I don't say anything, if I am really bad about it like this time, and don't say anything, just assume same time Tuesday. I'll let you know if that changes. Thanks for streaming. Thank you, Hemoglobin. Thank you. It's been nice having you. Alright. I'll see you all soon then. And have a great rest of your week. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye.